You're watching EAC News. Thanks for joining us. Prime Minister Hun Sen released a special message to commemorate the 15th anniversary of the Cambodian Veterans Day on Tuesday the 21st of June, where he announced the monthly social security contributions from the state to the veterans and dependents will receive gradually increase, including other benefits such as equally licensed, social land concessions, new homes and so on. EAC News reporter Decca Nin has further details.
Prime Minister Hun Sen wrote in the letter published to commemorate this year's Cambodian Veterans Day that the sacrifices of veterans, including women and people at all stages of history, have contributed significantly to the protection of territorial integrity, peace, and social stability for the Kingdom of Cambodia, which aims to ensure economic and social development for the benefit of the motherland and the people of Cambodia. He wrote, 21st of June 2022 is the proudest historical day that veterans and people all across the Kingdom of Cambodia celebrate. It is the 15th anniversary of Cambodian Veterans Day to commemorate the heroic acts of veterans and be grateful for their heroism, the wars of the armed forces, and people who have bravely sacrificed their lives for the cause of our beloved motherland. In return for this sacrifice, since the day of Cambodia's liberation on the 7th of January 1979, the royal government has paid great attention to the implementation of various policies to improve the well-being and living standards of veterans. The Ministry of Social Affairs, Veterans and Youth Rehabilitation, as well as relevant public and private institutions, have given priority to veterans and their families in assessing public services in accordance with government policy. Currently, 103,797 veterans and 150,539 dependents are receiving monthly Social Security payments from the state. In April 2020, the royal government increased the monthly Social Security allowance for retirees and persons with disabilities to 640,000 real per month. The benefits will also apply to civil servants and armed forces. The royal government has provided National Social Security Fund cards for persons with disabilities and retirees, as well as Health Equity Fund cards for book holders of the families of victims and the deceased. Families with National Social Security Fund cards can also be treated in hospitals free of charge, and a policy has been put in place and implemented granting social land concessions to veterans and veterans' families by building development villages for soldiers with disabilities in the 3 provinces of Kampot, Siem Reap, and Monti Mienjay. The Cambodian Red Cross has also contributed to the construction of houses for 628 families of poor veterans and veterans with disabilities on more than 900 hectares of social land concessions. Each family received 70 by 150 meters of land each, which was provided by Prime Minister Hun Sen in Phnom Kravang district of Posat province. Meanwhile, the Cambodian Veterans Association and philanthropists have also built thousands of homes for veterans in different communities. Prime Minister Hun Sen thanks His Majesty King Norodom Sihamoni and Her Majesty Queen Mother Norodom Muniniat Sihanouk for their constant care for the Cambodian people, especially for their support of veterans and their families with the deepest devotion to Brahma. He also thanked the Cambodian Red Cross, development partners, NGOs, and all other donors and philanthropists for their support and assistance to veterans and vulnerable groups in Cambodia. The Prime Minister wrote, "This kind gesture reflects the spirit of helping each other in all circumstances, everywhere in the Kingdom of Cambodia." Decca Nin, EAC News.